in JC. In today's class, modal verbs exercise, level B2, upper intermediate.
Well, hello folks, and welcome to another video in our channel, Learn English with JC. That will be me. Okay, now in today's lesson, which belongs to level B2, upper intermediate, grammar section, lesson number 5, we are going to do an exercise dealing with modal verbs that we studied on lesson number 4. So if you haven't studied or if you haven't watched lesson number 4, I suggest you do so before you try to do this exercise. Okay, so once again, this is grammar section, lesson number 5, level B2, and we're going to complete this short test in terms of modal verbs. Okay, very good. So it says like this: fill in the blanks using can, can't, should or ought to, shouldn't, negative, might, will or may. Okay, this is a very short quiz, but at least it will give you an idea of how and when to use these modal verbs. Okay, so let's try the first one. Susan be working today for it's Sunday. Okay, so the best one here, it's an ability, and it should be Susan can't be working today for it's Sunday, and people normally don't work on Sundays, although some people do. All right, very good. Number 2, let me look. I be able to help you. So this is a slight possibility, and we're going to use might. So let me look. I might be able to help you. Okay, very good. Let's move on to number 3. Dad go to see a doctor if he doesn't feel well. This is obviously an advice, or a piece of advice, or some advice rather. So you say Dad should go and see a doctor. Okay, you're giving your dad some good advice because he needs to go. So Dad should go and see a doctor if he doesn't feel better. All right, number 4, you sit too near the TV, it's bad for your eyes. Okay, that is some also good advice here too. And you use should in the negative. Okay, you shouldn't sit too near the TV, it's bad for your eyes. Now number 3, you can also say that ought to go and see a doctor. Instead of should, you say ought to as well. All right, number 5, I'm sorry but I give you a lift because I'm ill. Okay, so this is another ability in the negative, and you'd say I'm sorry but I can't give you a ride or a lift because I'm ill. I wish I could, but I can't. Okay, that's too bad. Number 6, you pass the exam and be pleased with yourself. Okay, so this is what they call a logical deduction, and you use should. Okay, or once again ought to. Okay, so you could say you passed the exam and should be pleased with yourself, or you passed the exam and ought to be pleased with yourself. Okay, very good. Number 7, it rained today. It's getting cloudy already. Okay, so it's a slight possibility. One more time, so you could say it might rain today. Okay, it's getting cloudy already. Number 8, you be coming to my party if I invite you. Okay, so which one do you think this one is? Okay, it's an invitation, so you use will. Okay, will you be coming to my party if I invite you? Well, maybe I will. All right, number 9, John doesn't need a calculator. Okay, he do all the sums. So again, it's an ability. We use can. All right, he can do all the sums. All right, moving right along. Number 10, children be taught values by adults or adults. Some people pronounce adults, some people pronounce adults. Okay, depends on where country where you're from. So again, it's a piece of advice or some good advice. So you say children should or ought to be taught values by adults. Yes, they should. Number 11, I'm not sure where she is. See, she be at the gym. Okay, again, a slight possibility, so you use might. Okay. So I'm not sure where she is. She might be at the gym. Okay. Number 12, if you want to pass the exam, one more time we're giving some advice. If you want to pass the exam, you should, okay, or ought to study much more, not just more, much more, okay. And number 10, I borrow your phone, please. I need to make a phone call, or I need to make a call. So you're asking for permission in this case, and you use may. You can also use can if you know the answer. All right, if you're asking a friend, a very close friend, you can, in this case, you can use can. But if not, just say may. So, may I borrow your phone, please? I need to make a call. All right, so there you have it. 13 questions using modal verbs. Let's read them again before I go. Okay, really fast. Susan can't be working today for it's Sunday. Number 2, let me look. I might be able to help you. Number 3, Dad should go and see a doctor if he doesn't feel well. Number 4, you shouldn't sit too near the TV. It's bad for your eyes. Number 5, I'm sorry, but I can't give you a lift or a ride because I'm ill. Number 6, you passed the exam and should or ought to be pleased with yourself. Number 7, it might rain today. It's getting cloudy already. Number 8, will you be coming to my party if I invite you? Number 9, John doesn't need a calculator. He can do all the sums. Good for him. Number 10, children should or ought to be taught values by adults. Number 11, I'm not sure where she is. She might be at the gym. Number 12, if you want to pass the exam, you should or ought to study much more. And number 13, may I borrow your phone, please? I need to make a phone call. All right, well, there you have it. 13 questions using some of the modal verbs that there are in the English language. I hope this little test or video helps you to remember when and how to use modal verbs. And if you like the video, don't forget to click on like. Also, subscribe to our channel because there are many more videos in different levels, starting with A1, followed by B1, B2, and C1. All right, and the videos about grammar, vocabulary, English in use, and listening exercises. So I'm sure you won't be disappointed, okay? So please subscribe to our channel. Also, if you want to learn more, come to our academy, Montero Espinosa, located in Madrid, Spain. You can see the address and the phone number on your screen, and we'll be looking forward to having you around and to teaching you as much as possible, okay? So that's all for today, folks. I'll see you probably next time soon, okay? Bye!